Salute to Daniel. Salute the perp in the motherfucking building. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's ice, so you know who said it. Yes, sir. We back for another live stream, man. Y'all just give me a few more minutes to get the live set up. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's ice, so you know who said it, man. We on that Madden. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all we was getting on that Madden. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, don't touch that dial. You rocking with Ice this evening. I'm your host. We in the lounge. Let's go. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Let's go. Right now. Starting with. Let's go, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. One more second, y'all. One more second. One more second. Alright, Perp, I got you. I didn't even know you sent the request. I didn't even know you sent the request, Perp. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. It's ball time, baby. It's ball time. It's ball time. We in the lounge, man. Welcome you and yours to the lounge, man. Let's get it. Alright, we live and direct. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Perp, I ain't get it. Bono sent me a live. Alright, I'm gonna get it in with Bono real quick. I'm gonna get it in with Bono. Salute to Bono, man.
Hello?
Yes, sir. There you go. Here we 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 go. You must have been watching me, man. Have I been doing my thing lately, Bono?
I couldn't watch yesterday.
Oh, okay. But have I been doing my thing lately though?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I got you up next, Perp. I got you up next, Perp. Perp, you up next. Stand by, brother. Stand by, brother.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome.
Here we go, baby. You on Madden now, baby. You on that Madden now. Let's go. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We live in the lounge. Let's get it.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And the return
all right, Bono. It's fireworks right here, baby. Fireworks.
No?
Yes, sir. It's fireworks, man. Me and you just started out? Okay. You trying to test me, man. You trying to test my G right now. Trying to test my gangster right now. I see you. Let's go. Oh, Mike D in the building. Say it ain't so. Mike Dissel in the building. Here we go. I know what we on, man. I know what we on.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Oh nah, Perk. No, I ain't ducking nothing, Perk. I really didn't get the invite. I got Bono invite, but I didn't get yours. But I just got it just now.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. He just throws this one away.
I definitely got you up next, though, Perk.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's holding out. They're able to drop it.
They're short of 2
That
passes.
pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground
That was
game
big.
going.
That was
Opening
big
up this
right there.
game with back-to-back passes.
That was
When you come
big.
out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get in that rhythm you want to find early.
3rd and long. Young. Forced out to his right. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players.
Sorry, first
Once
drive,
he
baby,
senses
first game.
pressure, he's getting rid of
Y'all
that
know how
ball.
we start.
It takes a player who can
Y'all know how we
close
do.
quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Y'all know how we
Hard
do.
to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Carr starting with a throw. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first down, it's gone. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Carr with it on first. This is complete to Olave. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They motion the slot man right. And he's got cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense.
Go, baby.
There. Sets him up with a third down.
It's getting intense. It's getting intense.
From the shotgun, Carr. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Tommy's kick is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal.
Let's go.
It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st.
Really?
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Defense shows blitz. Young. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape.
And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Carr here from the gun. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10, here's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
2nd.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, wow, dude. You gotta be kidding me.
The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Late groupie to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Valus Jones now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a minute. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Out of the gun, Young. He's on the move. And it's completed right side. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They motion a receiver left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4. They're going for it, Young. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. They're down to their final one in this half. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25.
Way, man.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fourth down, here's Carr. Cut near the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Complete on the option. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's brought down for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is getting off the field.
And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. That was almost a huge play with an interception.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Carr. He fires one deep down the road. Brought in inside the 20. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, a serious arms drop, and he just showed it off.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Back to the air, Carr. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Wilson and Deagle's got it.
I crossed the line, man. Fucking crossed the line.
Let's check the penalty flag. So the defense decides to decline the penalty.
Horrible first game, man. Horrible first game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing his car. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Pinheiro.
You got me, homie. You got me. First game vibes, man. You got me.
Here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Cobb. He gets a lot behind one.
I knew he was going with that. I'm sure. I knew he was going with that.
Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Hopkins holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
It's caught. That's Thielen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 36. Forced out to his right.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, Young. That's cut beyond the marker. That'll be the first and more. Gets it to the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Carr here from the gun. Into the hands of Olave. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. Carr now on first and 10. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Panthers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Gets him across midfield. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of the great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-possession game. So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2. Working out of the gun. It's Kong. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Here's a loft deep down the middle.
What the fuck would you pass it?
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Colson and Devo's got it. And the Saints get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
This is crazy, man.
Carr. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to Camaro. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Going again, it's Carr. And the defender coming away with it. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And the Panthers can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Young on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here's Hubbard on the gig. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a
What
boost.
the fuck is you doing, Bryce? What are you going to?
And the Saints will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver.
Yo, Bryce threw that shit full gazing,
He evaded obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches
Wow.
and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3.
Hey, you killed me the first half. I ain't gonna lie, you killed me the first half. But the second half, yeah, I think I kind of kind of, you know what I'm saying, locked in and settled in. I definitely want to play you again.
Put my foot off the gas.
I hear you. I definitely want to play you again.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's
Numbers don't lie.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Stay, took your foot off the gas.
Throw it right at you 2 times.
It's 2nd and goal.
Motherfucker, don't you goddamn dare assault me like that.
Looking to throw, Carr. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and goal, here's Carr.
Could get over there.
The Saints keep running away with this.
All right, you got 7 points more than me in the second half.
Try the point after. Right down the middle.
7 points more.
And the Saints
So
continue
far.
piling on to this lead.
Some bullshit.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd and 10, Young finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he showed some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, Carr. That's complete inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Carr with it on first. Got his target. It's Hill. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone now.
Come on,
Be
man.
surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown.
All right, bro. Let's go, man. Let's go.
On the banks of the St.
Let's play our ball this time, man. Let's play our ball this time.
Here in downtown Jacksonville. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And that's not going to be returned. Kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. Yellow, line. Hey, cross field.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Young. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go.
Young. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10, right at the 30.
On red. Big 13 heavy. 11-11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Go. Hey.
Lawrence. Into space at the 45. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sink right.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 45 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in the history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 4-yard pickup, that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
All right, Bono. You got me, homie. That motherfucker there is just too smooth, man. Too smooth. Perk, man, let's go, man. Let me see if I can beat you, man. See if I can beat you. I can't fuck with Bono, man. I can't fuck with Bono. Not right now. Perp, if you watching, man, let's go. See if I can beat you, man. Yo, Keyshawn. Y'all got my ass waxed just now, man. Bono, man, that boy, there's something serious, man. Perp, where you at, man? Damn, man. Bono just fucked up my whole mood, man. Salute to Bono, man. Salute to Bono, man. I gotta get my get back, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Charlotte. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. Back. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. He looks forward for maybe a yard. That's Henry Toto on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Down.
They'll go again with Hubbard. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on first down. He'll jump this down to Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Chop, 17. 10 cycles. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Young.
Ah.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
They'll go play action with Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Nico Collins. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line. To play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
run here with Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. And in motion, it's Diggs. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's going to run it. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Final second now of this first half, as this one is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Check view.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to air this one out. That is hot! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young.
Ooh.
Intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Give them 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. Now Young. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Back to throw, Young. There he goes again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down and 3.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing is Young. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Ready, set, cut.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Young.
Oh my God.
From left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception...
That's it, man. Good game, man. Hey, y'all. I'm about to eat, man. I'm about to get my eat on real quick. Need to eat something, man. That might be the reason why I ain't got down bossing up, man. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. But I'm about to eat something, man. So y'all give me about like 10, 15 minutes, you know, to eat. Maybe less. I'll be right back, man. This shit ain't right, man. I don't know what the fuck going on, but yeah. Y'all pardon me, man. I'm about to eat real quick. Be right here, chat. We just getting our eat on. Be right here, man. We just getting our grub on real quick. Alright. So y'all just bear with the brother. Hey, chat. A few more minutes, man. I'm just finishing up my food. A few more minutes, y'all. I'm just finishing up my food, alright? Give me a few more minutes. Alright, chat. We back, y'all. Back, chat. We fucking back. I don't know what the fuck going on tonight. Don't know, goddamn, put some damn voodoo on me or something.